Hello and welcome to Sach the Reality. You're watching the top news from various places around the world. Let's have a quick look. Talks dealt President Tayyip Erdogan and his party their biggest electoral blow in a nationwide local vote that reasserted the opposition as a political force and reinforced Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu as the president's chief rival. With most votes counted, İmamoğlu led by 10 percentage points in the mayoral race in Istanbul, Turkey's largest city. At the same time, his Republican People's Party retained Ankara and gained 15 other mayoral seats in cities nationwide. It marked the worst defeat for Erdogan and his AK party in their more than 2 decades in power and could signal a change in the country's divided political landscape. Erdogan called it a turning point in a post-midnight address. Tens of thousands of people demonstrated in Jerusalem against Benjamin Netanyahu's government and exemptions granted to ultra-Orthodox Jewish men from military service in scenes reminiscent of mass street protests last year. Protest groups, including some that led the mass demonstration that rocked Israel in 2023, organized a rally outside Parliament, the Knesset, calling for a new election to replace the government. The protesters also want a more equal share in the burden of army service that binds more Israelis. Around 600 soldiers have been killed so far since the Hamas attack of October 7th. And the ensuing war in Gaza, the military's highest casualty toll in years. Taiwan's outgoing president Tsai Ing-wen plans to flee in a U.S. plane if war erupts with China, according to an unsubstantiated report published in 2021 and echoed in 2024. Another story said that Tsai had given her confidants VIP runaway passes. They are among the many supported tales of Tsai's preparations to escape harm that have been fed into the island by Chinese state media outlets. The IORG analysis revealed that the narrative that Tsai planned to flee if war broke out with China and the Taiwan's military drills were rehearsals for this originated with an outlet controlled by the Chinese Communist Party in June 2021 and was quickly repeated by other official Chinese news sources. Pope Francis called for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in his traditional Easter message delivered following renewed concerns over the health of the 87-year-old pontiff. In the message delivered in front of tens of thousands gathered at St. Peter's Square at the Vatican, Francis addressed the conflicts in Europe and the Middle East, condemning war as an absurdity. The Pope has been leading Holy Week liturgies, presiding over 5 since Thursday, including an Easter vigil in St. Peter's Basilica on Saturday, which lasted more than 2 hours. The United States government is arranging a summit between President Joe Biden and his Japanese and South Korean counterparts in July, on the sidelines of a NATO summit in Washington, Japanese media outlets reported. Biden, Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, and South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol are likely to discuss issues including bolstering deterrence against China, North Korea's nuclear threat, and its deepening military ties with Russia. Japan's top government spokesperson, Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi, declined to comment on Kishida's invitation to the July 9-11 NATO summit and said no schedule have been set for a US, Japan, South Korea's leaders meeting. Thank you. For more updates, keep watching Sach the Reality.